Hi, today we're going to have a secRMM demo of a new feature called Removable Media Dashboard. And we'll start off by going into the SCCM console. And inside of Assets and Compliance, under Endpoint Protection, is the Removable Media Policies. And this is where you configure secRMM typically to define removable media policies for your environment. And you'll notice if you're an existing SCCM customer that there's now this removable media dashboard. And I'm going to come back to that in a second. But what we're going to do now is go under monitoring. And you can see Microsoft underneath monitoring already has a whole bunch of things like endpoint protection status, stuff for Defender, and now you can see there's this removable media dashboard. And so it takes a second to load, it's getting all the data, and now you can see that you've got this dashboard inside the SCCM console, and you'll notice each one of these has a little green progress bar and it's counting down, ticking down. And when it gets to that certain point, it'll go out and get a new batch of data, so you don't have to refresh the screen all the time. And so again, this is integrated right into the SCCM console, right where Microsoft has all of its security dashboards. And up at the top here is how you can configure it. So I want to take a real quick look at that. Here's where you can configure the charts. So you can select which charts you want to see. Also, you can change the titles to match your environment. They may be a little bit more meaningful. Where you want to have them, you can drag and drop them too. What type of chart? So right now, we have 3 different kinds of charts. So you can select how you want it to look. And then how much data is going to be shown in the chart. So you can get the last 5 hours, and you can configure this to however much data you want to see in your live dashboard. And then this is tells you when to go get the new data, and you can specify different refresh time units, or if you want it to just behave statically like the other charts in the console, you can just set it to none. So pretty simple to configure. And again, I can drag and drop the charts, so you can rearrange them any way you want. So again, I want to call out that we're under monitoring, but if we go back to Assets and Compliance, and we're back under the removable media policies, if I click this, it's going to launch the tool outside of the console. So now I've just got this standalone program, and this is for folks that may have their own security operations center, and perhaps they're not going to have the SCCM console up. And this is also good for existing secRMM customers who are not using the Microsoft backend framework SCCM. So if I click settings under this environment, you can see I can configure the charts the exact same way I just showed you. But now we have this data source, and by default, the charts, if it knows that it's getting launched under SCCM, so it's using the WMI query language, WQL, which is the blessed Microsoft way to communicate with SCCM. But you can also just go directly to the database. And now again, I'm kind of getting outside of the System Center framework. For those of you that are using secRMM in standalone mode, where we're forwarding the security events to a standalone SQL database, and we call it secRMM Central, you can get the same data into the dashboard just by going here. We have customers who are using Operations Manager, so same deal. Or I can just go directly to the event log. So most of you know that secRMM logs all of its security data to an event log. And if you want to pull it from there, you can. Here's the secRMM Central. So again, the differential here is you're pulling from the event log versus the database. And then lastly, because secRMM integrates into Azure Log Analytics / Azure Sentinel, you can pull the data from Azure as well. And again, getting secRMM to post its data to these various data sources is all done through the secRMM configuration tool, which I don't want this video to go too long, so we're not going to get into that, but there's plenty of videos to show you how to do that. So this is how you can configure this little tool, and not much to it, but you can leave it up on your screen, and I'll just real quick go over here's your users, computers, the various events that come along, and then which devices are getting used in your environment, what users are trying to write to devices and they're getting blocked by the policy, and then what users are writing successfully to devices. Okay, so this has been a quick demo, and again, just to remind you that the charts can run inside of SCCM or outside of SCCM. Thank you very much, and have a good day.